Concerns at Amherst-Pelham Regional Schools could mean cuts and consolidations for the 2026 school year.
A decline in enrollment in grades 7 through 12 have prompted a new proposal impacting middle and high school students and teachers. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Stoddard joins us in studio with more information. Reagan?
Abby and Chris, this new proposal would bring the middle school students in Amherst, Pelham, Shutesbury, and Leverett into Amherst-Pelham Regional High School in order to eliminate the potential cut of 35 middle and high school staff members. A four-town meeting was held on September 28th, where new school superintendent Mora Herman outlined that proposal for the first time.
We would shift the Amherst Regional ideally to a 7-12 model in one building. And have to consolidate building leadership.
Also explained the projected increase in the regional school's budget.
For FY25, we needed 35 million, about 36 million to run the region. And this year, I already said we need about 39. So that's about a $3 million difference with our current model as in place to run the regional schools.
All of this expected to be discussed at tonight's Amherst-Pelham Regional School Committee, which starts at 6:30. Reporting in studio, Reagan Stoddard, Western Mass News.